Molloy-Lions.com is your official online home for Molloy College athletics. Game recaps, highlights.
What's the lowdown on Molloy College athletics? Watch the
lunch Thursday through Sunday and for Sunday brunch. On the go, takeout is available, plus on-site and off-premise catering to suit all your catering needs. All at Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails.
Deal for Molloy students. Head to Jake's with your Lions Land card from Monday through Saturday and get 10% off your order. Only at Jake's Steakhouse, 2172 Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow.
Relatives and former Molloy Lions back for homecoming reunion and family weekend. Friday, October 16th through Sunday, October 18th in Rockville Center. Visit alumni, students, and alumni and former members of the Molloy community for homecoming, reunion, and family weekend on October 16th through the 18th.
Hey, this is Danny Longo, head coach of your Molloy Lions soccer team, and you're listening to all the action live on Molloy-Lions.com.
Second half almost underway. Favor of Molloy over Dowling. It'll be Gabrielle Batista to our left and Mariah Valva to our right. Dowling will start with possession here in the second half, wearing their blue uniforms, blue tops, blue bottoms, blue socks, and the white numbering with the gold outline around those numbers. Lions going from left to right, wearing their home whites, tops, bottoms, and socks, and the maroon numbering and black trim. Ball down, cleats down, underway here for the second half of action. We thank you so much for joining us on Molloy-Lions.com. Again, 3-1 lead. Lions were outshot 9-8, but shots on goal 4-3. They play ahead along the far side. It's Mercurio. She gives a good run towards the box. Tries to cut one towards the middle for Valenti. Can't do so. Here's Malone. She crosses one towards the middle. Now top of the box, Restivo. Playing it back on this mirror. As it was Mulholland who fell from right to left. It'll be Dowling ball. Kristen Muir, 5'5", sophomore from Massapequa. She has 2 assists this season. Has started in all 11 games for Dowling. Dowling again 4-5-1, 2-1-1 in the ECC. Molloy 4-5-2, 1-3-0 though in the East Coast Conference. Danny Longo again the head coach in his 8th season. On the other side, Carrie Handress in her 11th. Knocked out of bounds. Dowling possession here on the near sideline. Will have a throw. Sent back out. Quick throw in towards the box, but the Lions clear it. Back out to the middle of the pitch. Left-footed boot. Here's Valva. Bump by Noakes. So foul there and a free kick upcoming on the far side of the pitch for the Dowling Golden Lions. Again, this game would, if the Lions come away with a victory, if Molloy comes away with a victory, they move just 1 point shy of Dowling for a tie for 4th place. They would actually be in 5th, because again, Queens College as well as Dowling both have 7 points. Dowling has 2 games in hand, bumped along, and now Mulholland gives a run inside the box. They've moved her up, and normally a right back, at least that's where she started today, and towards the midfield along the wing. She got moved up towards a forward position, but she just took a big bump inside the box, slow to get up. She'll stay on the field. Again, lights are on here at Skelos. Temperature cooling down. It's supposed to get very cool this weekend into the 30s, and knowing this weather around here lately, will end up going to 80 probably in 2 weeks. Who knows? That's just Long Island weather lately. Good run towards the box. As McQueel's right-footed strike scores. Kelly McQueel. Her third goal of the season, and it's a one-goal contest. Local product from Wantagh, New York, went to MacArthur High School. And a sophomore, after a good run, with a good little chip towards the box, and a misplay, was able to get a boot on it. So it looks like the goal will be McQueel, and Muir will end up getting the assist. For McQueel will be her third. And again, it's still a 3-2 lead for Molloy, as Dowling has come out strong here to start the half. McQueel, again, her officially accredited her third of the season. For Muir, it's her third assist. And it comes less than 5 minutes into this half. High-scoring affair, again, for two teams that went scoreless in their last game. Both of them coming off golden goal losses. For Dowling, it was a 2 OT loss. For the Lions, it was a 1 overtime loss. Restivo plays it along her body, wearing the captain's armband, as the ball pinballs back and hits. Looked like it was Raber right in the face. She's actually grabbing her jaw there. First one off the body of Catone. Along the throw, goes over the head of Mulholland, knocked out of bounds. Genoso will throw in. Actually, Gianna is confused with the call. She felt it should have went her way. And one more time, Mulholland takes actually a fall as she was unable to grab that pass there from Catone. Again, our officials today, the referee is David Bork. The assistant referees, Rosario Canella and Jai Zhang. Mulholland with a good run, but an excellent slide tackle by Restivo. Knocks it out of bounds. So Dowling putting Molloy on their heels here, looking for the tying goal. Here's Mulholland, near side of the box, but the ball spins away from her. Able to play it back. Muir sends it towards the middle of the pitch. Noak sends it high in the air. And foul's going to go against Molloy. It looks like actually be a handball against Valenti. She's going to be given a yellow card. So I'm not sure what the yellow card's for. Maybe for maybe an initial bump, or maybe because of the fact that she booted the ball into the stands out of frustration. It seemed like it was the latter. So here's Muir, already with one helper today, 3 on the season. Crosses one towards the box, way off her line. Batista punches it out, rolls to the far corner. Settled down by Catone now. She's double teamed into that far corner, tries to come away with it, knocked out of bounds. Lions ball. So 7 minutes into this second period, and a lot of pressure we have seen from the Golden Lions as they have just come roaring right out of the gate. Looking to try and tie the score at 3. It was 3-1.5. And a high-scoring affair between these two Long Island clubs. Quiet night in the stands as well off of Peninsula Boulevard. There's a good crowd on hand, but not a very vocal crowd this evening. The men's soccer team made its way out to support their head coach and Danny Longo, as well as the other teams on campus. Knocked out once more. It's going to be Lion ball. They really need to start to pick up this pressure and be able to get back to what they were doing, because they played a strong first half. But it's been much different right out of the gate. as they've just been unable to really settle anything down. Noakes will have a good kick here. It'll be a free kick just about maybe 10 yards inside. So they'll mark her inside the Dowling half of the pitch. Again, she has a boot. She can get it up there to the top of the box. Sends a one-hopper. But coming away with it is Dowling. They send it along the right wing. McQuail goes for it. Now headed back out towards the middle. Bounces around a couple of times. Slide made up ahead by Williams-Bertless. Noakes will have a throw. Again, I apologize for my voice, a little raspy this evening. That time of year. The leaves changing and the weather changing, so does a chance of being sick. So free kick here from Muir as we're almost 10 minutes into this second period. Boots one towards the middle with the left boot. Settled back down by the Lions running over here on the near side. It's Mulholland. Pressure coming from Murphy. Quick touch ahead, but a misplay there by Nepper. Or check that, actually, it was McQuail, excuse me. Genosa. Muir takes a spill. Here's Mercurio. Gives a quick touch to Valenti. Again, she's contributed on every goal in this game for the Lions. Crosses one through the box. Malone runs for it. Settled down, running away. Spitsiarich. Lions get the ball back. Eventually settle back down towards the middle of the pitch. Quick little turn was attempted, but turned over. Here's Molloy. Top of the box. Crosses one towards the middle, looking for Valenti. Coming off her line, making the stop is Valva. Milazzo is the one to attempt that shot there. Looking to try and deflect one on. Sent back out due to some pressure and then into the Dowling bench on the far sideline. Get busy week here. It's homecoming week for Molloy. Maroon Madness tomorrow night. Right after the volleyball match. Which again, you can catch all the action right here on Molloy Lions Sports Network. I'll have the call for you there. 6 o'clock start, 5:45 pregame for Billy Correo's squad. And then Maroon Madness right after. Again, part of this homecoming week. Today was actually Decades Day, where the students were able to dress in any decade that they liked. Whether it was 90s, 2000s, maybe even the 1890s. Doesn't make a difference. They were still allowed to do it. Boots one towards the box. Batista has trouble off the line. McQuail goes after it. She gets hit right there. Crosses one towards the middle. And it goes out of bounds. They're going to call a corner. The Lions do not like the call. Third corner of the game. First one of the half for Dowling. Looking to tie the score, 3 apiece. 12 and a half minutes off the clock here. Here's Merrill. Yes. Bounces around right on the goal line and eventually kicked out. Looked like it was Mims who was able to make the stop. Maybe Genosa. Both of their feet were right there. Inside the box. Looking to try and cross one. Pressure coming from Noakes. Goes back out into the far corner. Malone gives a run. Knocked out. Molloy ball here. Lots of pressure there from Dowling and a lot of pressure here in the first 13 minutes of play in the second. Dowling will go now right from left. Knocked out once more. Now here come the Golden Lions along another throw-in. I'm not sure how that ball is able to stay out of the goal line. Right-footed boot goes high over the netting. It was Kelly McQuail with another shot. Again, she has the second goal today for Molloy. For Dowling. Substitution for Molloy now. Kristen Cummings will make her first appearance of the contest. The sophomore, 5'6" from Huntington Station, New York.
Into the game for Molloy, number 17, Kristen Cummings. She replaced number 20, Sam Bernieri.
Bernieri takes a seat. But a turnover. Spiciaric chips one ahead along the near sideline. Here's Muir. Crosses one, top of the semicircle, booted towards the box. Genosa on the clear. Spiciaric with the long boot. Batista off her line, able to corral the soccer ball. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the contest. Boots on along to the far side of the pitch. Looking for Mercurio. Again, she has a goal that this evening came off the head. Now Courtney Noakes will throw in. Noakes with another throw. Looking for Valenti, but just out of her reach. So Muir will end up kicking from her own goal. Sends one towards the middle of the pitch, and now chipped ahead. McQuail, one more time. She'll settle it down. Looking ahead from Mulholland, but offsides. Genosa sends it towards the middle of the turf. Now Noakes off the side of her heel, but sent back down. And here's Catone looking for Mulholland, but coming off her line was Batista. Again, Gabrielle Batista, she started the first half back on the 26th against Dominican and actually scored a goal in the second half. But she has been their starting keeper really ever since. Again, with a 3-2-2 record. 1-2-0 goals against, 7.45 save percentage, not bad numbers. Along with 3 clean sheets. Here comes the Lions offense. We haven't seen them much here in the second half. It's been pretty anemic on the cross from Valenti. Some trouble out there. Second chance effort, and they score! Shannon Murphy is going to get the goal here. And it's a 2-goal lead back for Molloy. So just as we mentioned that the offense has not really been able to do much here in the second half. Valenti gets a good run along the right wing. Crosses one. The ball pinballs around. Some trouble by the back line. As well as Valva. And Murphy's able to just be able to trickle one into that side netting. Tickle the twine. It's 4-2.
Molloy College goal. Her first of the season, scored unassisted by number 4, Shannon Murphy at 62-11.
So that's Murphy's first of the season at 62-11. The senior has had a shot in every game she's played, especially the last 8, where she accumulated 15 shots, but this time she's finally able to find the back of the goal. Very rewarding feeling, and a 2-goal lead back from Molloy just when they needed it the most. Still 27 minutes remaining, though. More than enough time to work with for Dowling as the ball gets knocked out, and it'll be Golden Lion ball from right to left. Again, for the Lions, this team had scored just 11 goals on 154 shots, an exact 1.0 goals against this season. Good run now from Genosa. She has numbers if she hurries. 3-on-3 the other way. Slides it ahead. Mercurio along the right flank. Pressure coming. And then eventually knocked out along this near side. Good defensive play and a good defensive stop by Kristen Bryhoff. That's why she was an ECC second teamer just a year ago. This is now the most goals the Lions have scored in a contest. Prior to today, it was 3 in both wins over Caldwell. 3-1 back on September 9th. And 3 against Dominican on the 26th. So they've scored just as many goals in this game as they've had this month of October. In their defense, it's also the 5th game in October, as they score just 4 in the prior. So Lions starting to put up some pressure, and you can hear the fans in the background. Left-footed boot goes wide right. Valenti with another scoring chance. And this time, even with a double team, it does not matter. She has either set up or been involved in all but 1 goal of the 6 goals for both of these teams today. That's just remarkable. Four 4-2 lead. 25 minutes remaining here in the half. And in regulation. Restivo coming back to help along this near wing. Curls one out of bounds, though, so a throw-in from Muir upcoming. Kristen Muir. She has a helper today. Goes to the one who scored the second goal in McQuail. Has now some pushing and shoving late here between Genosa, McQuail, and Mercurio. Both teams are lucky that there was not a card on that. Just an inch inside the near touch line. Send it towards the middle of the box, or middle of the turf. Off the head of Mims, now Noakes, settled down by McQuail. Booted back out by Restivo. Now on the far side. This is actually not only the most goals by Molloy women's soccer this season for 4, but the most since 2011 in a 4-2 victory over Lemoyne. That came back on September 28th of 2011. So most goals in almost 4 years, actually in 4 years. But it's a 2-goal lead against Dowling, who again have not won a game this season on the road. While the Lions are 2-1-1 here at Skelos. So 23 minutes remaining. They boot one towards the middle of the turf. Battle on the far side of the pitch. Williams-Bertels and Valenti. Advantage to Dowling. Throwing inside the Molloy half. Mims skies one towards the middle of the turf. Gets headed around and settled down by Catone on the far side and eventually out of bounds. So Dowling will put so much pressure on the first couple of minutes, but that goal to make it 4-2 definitely lifted some weight off their shoulders as a little chip shot over to Batista, and she's able to make the save. Shot there from Becca Raber. She has the first goal. High boot from Batista. Just shy of the midfield marker. Raber comes away. Sent along to the right wing. Good run from Merrill. Allie Merrill, right-footed boot goes wide right. Hits the side netting outside of the goal.
15.
Batista upcoming for a goal kick here. Settles the ball down. She has to wear that jersey because of the coloring, because it was a blue jersey, but Dowling also wearing blue. That's why she has to wear the neon bright orange penny. That 2011 team actually scored 4 goals 4 times. Oh, excuse me, they've scored 4 goals 3 times. Lemoyne was the last one against Stack and Concordia. And since then, they have not scored 4 goals in a match. They've done it today against Dowling, a local rivalry, Nassau and Suffolk. Both teams playing again in the ECC, so these are such important points, especially even more so for Molloy, considering they're 1-3-0. And that loss last time out really could make the difference. Sometimes a tie can get you in. That 1 point is much different than 0. So now you sit with just 3 points on the season instead of 4. And with such a tight standings up top and in the middle for that 3 and 4 seed, you just never know what can happen. Substitution upcoming for Dowling. Felicia Maholland will take a seat. Entering back is Taylor Davidi.
Taylor Davidi replaces number 4, Felicia Mulholland.
Again, Davidi has the team, or tied for the team high with 3 goals this season. The 5'3" striker is a junior. She started the contest, did not play the start here of the second half. Genosa takes it back herself. Quick little cut back, but too much on the cut. She was unable to dribble it back past Davidi, so a throw and upcoming. Here's Muir. Set to head to McQuail. Now Muir tries to settle it down and then eventually goes off the head. Booted back out towards the midfield. Valenti leads it ahead for herself along the right wing. She has pressure coming. Pushes it ahead along this right flank. Goes one-on-one with Muir, but just keeps it inside the end line and is able to at least throw one out towards the box. Valva has to at least put a hand on it to make that stop. That's an excellent play by Valenti. Even though it won't really come about of anything, that's still a good scoring chance. Excellent hustle from number 8. Into the midfield with under 20 minutes remaining, 19 to be exact. Across the half-field stripe. Restivo off her body. Back out near side. Genosa has Davidi with pressure. She puts on the burners. Chips one ahead for Valenti, but touch back out to Muir. And then the center back will chip one ahead. Williams Bertzlis, excuse me. Valenti not having a lot of room to work with, even more so now after that last run. Far side of the field. Here's Merrill inside the box. Goes one-on-one with Noakes, but a good defensive help there coming from Milazzo. Knocked out. Dowling ball. 18 minutes and 10 seconds left. 4-2 lead. It was a 3-1 advantage at half. Both teams have scored goals here in the second. Raber pushes it ahead, gets a right-footed boot on, goes wide left of the goal. Sub upcoming for Molloy. It's Allie Rainey.
Checking back into the game for Molloy College, number 6, Allie Rainey, replacing number 12, Jessica Malone.
So it's Rainey for Malone, and Malone had an excellent first half, getting under the skin of the Dowling defense. and started the scoring because it was a play that she made in the midfield, causing a turnover. That ended up leading to that first ball into the back twine. Good run. Batista comes off her line, picks it up with her hands.
Pay attention to what I'm about to say to you. Danielowski, as soon as the game ends, you need to get the signature from the head referee and the initials from the two assistant referees for the score sheet. Ryan, if the results hold, tell Danny that he and Danny Valente are to come to the press box once they're done with their team huddle. Got it?
Boot one with the left foot.
Valente and Longo.
And eventually that's knocked out of bounds.
Ryan, Danny Longo and Danny Valente. I know there's two Dannys. Deal with it.
Spins one towards the middle. Eventually settled down. Milazzo boots it out on the clear, but a foul against Dowling. It looks like it's Christina or Stevo. So she has to be helped up and has some trouble putting pressure, it looks like, on one of her legs. Might be the right leg. Hope it's not the left that's already taped up. She'll stay on for now. Stevo is senior, New Hyde Park, New York, wearing the captain's armband for Danny Longo. And his 4-5-2 squad looking to try and get back to 500. More importantly, to get that second win in the ECC. Genosa to Mercurio. The left foot ahead for Valenti. Just out of her reach. They'll play it back to Valva. Missed pass there by the keeper. Now here's Mercurio. Crosses one towards the box. Valenti trying with the right foot, but it just goes out of her reach as it deflected off a little too far. Towards the penalty area. Good run towards the middle. Tripped up inside the box. No call. That was Murphy. The right foot goes wide right of the goal from Mercurio. So Alicia Mercurio is actually going to go to the bench.
Making her first appearance in the ballgame for Molloy College, number 22, Mariella Gotti, replacing number 11, Alicia Mercurio.
Mariella Gotti making her first appearance of the contest. 9th cap of the season. She also has 1 start. The last appearance actually coming against Damon on the 11th. At the Holy Trinity High School, 5'4" sophomore. Chipped ahead, 25 yards out, knocked out of bounds far side of the turf. And here comes a throw-in. Spiciarich on the throw, looking ahead for Davidi. Goal kick upcoming, though, for Batista, as Davidi had some trouble along that end line. Under 14 minutes remaining here in the contest. A 4-2 lead by Molloy. Again, if you're just joining us, you missed a wild first half, and the second half has pretty much been exciting as well. Mercurio's goal, 4 minutes and 31 seconds in. 4:30 exactly, was second of the season, assisted by Malone and Valenti. Made it 1-0. Then Raber was awarded a penalty kick after a handball off of Valenti. She converted the second penalty kick of the season for Dowling. And for Raber, she was able to notch goal number 4 on the year, which is a team high. That was 1-1. It was just 10 minutes later. Gotti with the run, but it's knocked out of bounds. Then Valenti, 6 minutes after that, after a run by Ali Rainey inside the box, made it 2-1. Valenti again, her 5th, on a penalty kick after a foul in the box. That resulted in a yellow card So 2 goals within 12 minutes and a 3-1 lead, and that's how the first 45 would end. Then out of the gate, Dowling put a lot of pressure on to start this half. Muir's long kick from about midpoint of the field found McQuail to make it 3-2. But then Murphy was able to respond at the 62-11 mark to make it 4-2, Murphy's first goal of the season. And it's the first time the Lions have scored 4 goals since 2011. First time they scored 4, obviously, this season. They haven't scored 5 since 2010. They would love to be able to tack on one more and make this lead a lot more comfortable. Under 12 minutes remaining. Boots one ahead towards the attacking third of the field. Raber tries to cross one. It funnels ahead. Now Muir. Quick touch pass. Raber sends it ahead for Muir along this near wing. Tries to boot one with the left. Batista unable to handle it. She spills it trying to make the stop. So she'll make the save, but it'll be a corner. Here comes the fourth corner of the game, punched out by Batista, comes way off her line, grabs it. However, she grabbed it when she was out of bounds. Out of frustration, she takes the ball and throws it actually behind the net. She's lucky she wasn't carded for that. Here comes the second straight corner. Muir on the boot. Off the head, but goes wide or right of the goal. Looks like it was McQuail whose head it went off of. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. Davidi came out before, and Mulholland came back in. Raber fights forward into the midfield. She's unable to settle down. Cummings goes for the ball on the far side. Dowling comes away, though, into the attacking third. High cross. Almost goes out of bounds in front of the Golden Lion bench, but it's going to be Molloy College Lion ball from left to right. Long throw from Noakes into the attacking half of the pitch. Knocked out once more. Throw in upcoming. Still for Molloy. Again, Lions win, ends up pushing them just 1 point behind Dowling in the standings, as well as Queens College. Both of those two teams have 7 points. Dowling has now 1 game in hand after tonight. Molloy just 1-3-0 in the ECC this season, sitting at 8th place. The preseason 6th pick in the preseason poll. Left-footed boot. One hopper to Batista, able to make the stop. It was a shot by Rebecca Raber. Spiciarch gives a good run along the right wing, cuts towards the middle, still has possession of the ball. Molloy gets it right off the boot. Now a right-footed strike from Raber about 35 yards out, wide left of the mark. 8 minutes now remaining here in the contest. It's still a 4-2 lead for Molloy. Shots are 20-11 in favor of Dowling. yet they've scored just twice. Dowling usually a team that does outshoot their opponent, outcorner their opponent. Played back. Brayoff sends it towards the penalty area, way off her line. Raber, she gets tackled there. No call on the play. Actually, they're going to give a foul now. It gets to Molloy.
Stop the clock!
The Dowling bench is irate that there was no call on that play. Raber went right into Batista. Top of the box. Good run towards the middle with 7 minutes left, but it's going to result in a corner kick. Fifth corner for Dowling, third 1.5. Substitution upcoming for the Golden Lions. We'll see if we can get who that is coming in and out. Boge looks like it's coming out. Here's Muir. Trying to make this a one-goal game. Ball pinballs around. Top of the 8. Still alive and right through the wickets of the referee and eventually out of bounds. Dowling ball. They'll throw. It was Taylor DeViti who came in for Emily Boge. Muir. Right-footed strike. Brayhoff off her line. Batista with the save. 6 minutes left. 4-2 lead. Make sure you stay tuned for the Molloy Lions post-game report presented by Holiday Inn Express of Rockville Center in Lynbrook. We'll talk to Danny Longo, and if the score holds up, we'll talk to Danielle Valenti. Here's Valente. Into the attacking third. Slides one across in the midfield for Rainey. She makes a quick little spin move. Knocks down one defender in doing so. Valenti slows up. Milazzo check that with the right-footed boot. Then settle back down towards the midfield. Milazzo chips one ahead to Murphy. She tried to lead ahead into the box, but couldn't find anybody to do so as it got deflected back down. Here comes Merrill. Alley with a good run. Slide tackle made, knocked out of bounds by Danielle Valente. Under 5 minutes remaining. Off the head of Mims. Now Raber runs toward the box. Left-footed strike. She scores! She did that with one shoe. She lost it back out in her own half of the field. About 35 yards backwards. And Raber able to score with just one boot. What a goal by Rebecca Raber. The senior second of the game, and it's just a one-goal contest with 4:35 left. You don't see that one every day, folks. So Raber ties up her shoe as they trail by just one at 4:35 to work with. Raber's second of the game. And again, a missing shoe back on the foot of Rebecca Raber. Under 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Valva.
Dowling goal, her second of the game and fifth of the season, scored.
So fifth of the season for Raber. That's her team leading fifth of the season again. Second of the contest. So Dowling putting a lot of pressure on here, and that fourth goal definitely putting a big factor for the Molloy College Lions. Knocked out of bounds. Dowling have a throw, and it's Muir. Sends it along to the near touchline. Slid ahead for Valenti. Gallops ahead towards the midfield. Muir with a good defensive play. And they push the ball backwards into the attacking half for Dowling. Far side. Milazzo running against Allie Merrill. She gets tangled up on that far side. It's going to be Dowling ball still from right to left. 3:20 left. So Lions get to play on their heels the last few minutes here and play some strong defense the final few minutes. Muir's going to kick right at the attacking third. She's got the leg to get it there. 3 minutes remaining now. The left-footed boot. Upcoming. Here's Muir. Sends it towards the box. It gets deflected. High. Goes off the head of Mims. Second chance effort. Saved by Batista. So the shot from Muir got pinballed around. Headed out and saved there by Mims right off the noggin. And then the second chance effort saved from Batista. And the Molloy bench is pumped up. That just saved this from being the fourth goal and tying goal of the contest at 4-3. Spiciarich after the throw-in sends it towards the penalty area. Pressure coming towards the middle of the field. Now a counterattack from the Lions. They'll just send it to length. Slowly rolls all the way back out to their own box with 2 minutes remaining. The pressure coming from Molloy. Murphy. Top of the semicircle. Leads one ahead. And cleared back out towards the mid. DeViti. But Mims will settle down. 1:40 remaining here in the contest. 4-3 lead for Molloy. High-scoring affair for both schools, who again lost on golden goals. 1-0, respectively. DeViti with a good battle here along the near sideline. With Gotti knocked out. Molloy ball. 80 seconds left. Off the body, Valenti, and she'll just send it into the stands. Also knowing this is going to kill off more of the clock.
1 minute to play.
1 minute to play here in the second half. Back out towards the midfield. Cummings. Kristen mishandles it. Punched back out to the midfield stripe and then sent along to the near wing for Valenti with 45 seconds left. Dowling looking for the equalizer. Knocked out of bounds. Throw in for Molloy. This is going to take off at least 10 to 15 seconds. Genosa taking her time with 20 seconds left now. She throws it in. Genosa settles the ball back down into the box. Goal kick coming. Only 11 seconds left now.
9, 8.
Dowling doesn't seem going to be able to get this off in 5 seconds left.
4,
Into the midfield, and that is going to do it.
1-0.
The Molloy Lions victorious at home. A 4-3 victory. First time they've scored 4 goals in a game since 2011. And the Lions' second win in the ECC this season. They now move to 2-3 overall in the East Coast Conference with 6 points. That puts them just one back of both Queens College and Dowling for 4th place inside the conference. Lions now sit at 5-5-2 on the season. Dowling falls to 4-6-1, and they still remain winless on the road. It's now an 0-5 record away from home for Dowling. Post-game show upcoming. We'll hear from Danny Longo and Danielle Valenti in just a little bit here on the Molloy Lions Sports Network.
This is the home for Molloy College Athletics. www.molloylions.com.
Can't get enough Molloy College Athletics? Tune in 15 minutes prior to every Lions home game for the Molloy Lions pregame show. Stats, analysis, and interviews to get you set for the game. It's the Molloy Lions pregame show, and it starts 15 minutes prior to every home game right here on your home for Molloy College Athletics, www.molloylions.com. Molloy College cordially invites all parents, relatives, and former Molloy Lions back for homecoming reunion and family weekend. Friday, October 16th through Sunday, October 18th in Rockville Center. Visit alumni.molloy.edu and click on the Homecoming Reunion and Family Weekend tab at the bottom of the home screen to see a schedule listing, as well as finding local area hotels to stay in. Molloy College hopes to see you, families of current students and alumni, and all former members of the Molloy community for Homecoming, Reunion, and Family Weekend on October 16th through the 18th.
Jake's Steakhouse is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Come down to Jake's for happy hour every Monday through Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. and Sundays from 12 to 7 p.m. $4 mixed drinks, $5 select house wines by the glass, $4 select domestic beer, and $5 select craft beers. Looking for some delicious food? Jake's Sunset Special features a price-fixed menu Sunday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m., 3 courses for just $24.95. Friday night at Jake's is Prime Rib Night, a delicious 26-ounce prime rib with popover, mashed potatoes, and dessert, all for just $49. Can't get enough? Well, Jake's does brunch too. Sunday mornings receive free hot cereal and coffee or tea with any entree, plus bottomless Bloody Marys and mimosas for $10. And don't forget, you get 10% off at Jake's Monday through Saturday with a Lions Land card. Jake's Steakhouse, 2172 Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday and for Sunday brunch. On the go, takeout is available, plus on-site and off-premise catering to suit all of your catering needs. And now through October, Casey's Rooftop Bar, Rooftop 32, is open for dining. Plus, you can receive a 10% discount with a Lions Land card. All at Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails, 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
William J. Schwartz Physical Therapy and Pro Sports Care of Long Island is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. William J. Schwartz Physical Therapy and Pro Sports Care of Long Island is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. William J. Schwartz has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
Mercy Medical Center and South Island Orthopedic Group are the proud medical providers of Molloy College Athletics. They are committed to serving the community with state-of-the-art, compassionate health care. You can reach them at 516-62-MERCY or on the web at www.mercymedicalcenter.chsli.org.
MolloyLions.com is your official broadcast home for Molloy College Athletics. Hear all the exciting action of every Molloy Lions game live right here on MolloyLions.com. Remember, your home for Molloy College Athletics is www.MolloyLions.com.
Hey, this is Danny Longo, head coach of your Molloy Lions soccer team, and you're listening to all the action live on MolloyLions.com.
Your Molloy Lions post-game show starts now.
It's the Molloy Lions post-game show on MolloyLions.com. 4-3 final score here from Skello Sports Complex. Dan Savarino here with you this evening. Big victory here for the Molloy College Lions. They upend the Dowling Golden Lions in an important ECC matchup between these two schools. And especially important because of the standings and where they are on right now during the season. We'll get a quick scoring summary on how it all went down. Alicia Mercurio's second goal of the season at the 4:30 mark, assisted by Malone and Valenti, made it 1-0. That came after a good run by Malone. She caused the turnover. Valenti had a little back heel kick crossover to Malone, and then she crossed one over to Mercurio inside the box, went right off the head. Then Rebecca Raber was awarded a penalty kick at the 14:32 mark after a handball inside the box from Danielle Valenti, which it seemed she was more just trying to sprawl out actually and make sure that she was not, at least making sure that she was not covering up her face in that area because she was about to get hit in the face. So it was a 1-1 score after Raber scored. Valenti, after a good run by Rainey, made it 2-1. Then Valenti again at the 27:35 mark made it 3-1. Valenti's fifth goal of the season. After that, it was 3-1 at half. Kelly McQuail, assisted by Kristen Muir at the 49:05 mark, cut it to a 1-goal contest. But then Shannon Murphy unassisted after Valenti's good run along the right wing. The 62:11 mark brought it to a 4-2 game, and then Rebecca Raber ended up finishing up the scoring at the 85:26 mark. Actually, was without a shoe when she scored that goal. Some pressure late, but the Lions were still able to come away victorious. The final score of 4-3. Shots 24-11 in favor of Dowling. Corner kick 6-3 in favor of the Golden Lions as well. Gabrielle Batista makes 6 saves in the game, 3 team saves, and Mariah Valva makes 2 and gives up 4 in the loss. We're not going to be joined by Danielle Valenti in just a second. Should we put on the headphones for her? And we flip the camera, and now you can actually see us. So let's move this over just a little bit. You're getting in this one as well. We've seen you enough on the field. We might as well see you at least close up. Big game for you today. 2 goals and an assist. First of all, congratulations. Big victory for you guys, though, to come away with this tough game. Overall, what was going on for you guys?
Honestly, I think we just came out strong from the very beginning, from the whistle, and usually we wait a little bit. We wait for either the other team to score, to wake up. But we knew that we had to win this game, and we had to just step up from the very beginning, and I think we carried out the energy from the beginning throughout the whole entire game, and it worked.
Well, you were actually involved in almost every single goal, even on the negative side, too, with that handball in the box, so it seemed like
you got to bring that up.
You were just involved time and time again, but for this team to score offensively, again, a team that, again, you guys have not really been able to score this much this season, to put up 4 on the board, what does that mean for you guys and the confidence going forward?
I mean, it's definitely a confidence builder, and usually, if we win a game, we win by 1 goal, or it's a very close game. But the fact that we, had more than 1 or 2 goals, it's definitely going to help us and the confidence level going forward. Well,
second win inside the conference right now, and to do it against a Dowling team that right now you're looking ahead to in the standings. How important is this victory now at this point in the season? You only have 4 left inside the conference.
Every game that we play from here on in is going to have to be a win, and we don't really have much room for error. But I think we can get it done. Well,
2 goals and 1 assist in a victorious effort from the Molloy Lions, 4-3 to final score. Danielle Valenti, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're now going to be joined by Danny Longo, the head coach of the Molloy College Lions. Baby in hand, puts the headphones on. All right, Coach. Big victory for you guys today. I don't know if you know this, but the first time you scored 4 goals in a game since 2011. Rick was able to come up with that stat for us during the broadcast. Offensively, what was clicking for this team today?
I think from the get-go, I think we came out and pressed them. Probably caused a little bit of problems for them early on. Got that first goal, changed a lot of things for us. Once we got that first goal, I think we took a deep breath and we were able to play the way we wanted to play.
Well, Danielle Valenti, we already just spoke to her, obviously, but 2 goals, 1 assist. It seems she was involved everywhere on the field today. What did you like from her and the effort that she showed and the leadership that she's been showing?
I think she's big time. We thought that when she came in. But today, it came to fruition. She finished the chances. That first goal she scored was great. She slid in, had no angle, got a great touch on it. First goal, she does a good job to back heel on. The penalty kick, she buries. And then the fourth goal, she's the one that got down the line and sent it across. So, she was a part of every goal, and she caused them a lot of trouble.
Well, from start to finish, you guys defensively, even though I may have 3 on the board against you, 3 team saves, as well as the 2 from Gabrielle Batista today. What was working defensively for you guys, especially in those pressure situations where you had to get a stop?
We just got numbers back. I mean, quickly in the second half, I knew they were going to come at us. I knew they were going to play direct. I was hoping, I told my kids, we got to get through the first 12 minutes. I knew the first 10 minutes to 12 minutes were going to be very tough, and unfortunately we didn't get it done. But once that happened, I dropped Christina Restivo pretty much to a stopper, put in Kristen Cummings in the middle of midfield, and we went a little bit more defensive and relied on Danny Valente to hold the ball up top. And fortunately enough for us, it worked long enough. But if it went any longer, I think they would have tied it.
Well, you have just 4 games left, and right now 2 wins inside the conference. You're sitting just 1 point back of 4th place in the conference. Obviously, every game is going to be very important here on out. How do you carry up this momentum to a game on Friday against Stack?
It's huge. I told the girls, I said, this game doesn't mean anything if we don't win on Friday. We need to win. We dropped a game this past Sunday that I don't think in a million years we should have it dropped. I mean, we outshot the team 17-4. We were the better team, and they got 1 chance in overtime, and they put it away. We had a lot of chances that we didn't put away. If we would have had a day like today, going to goal, we would have won that game easily. So we dropped that one. We don't have any room for error. It's not going to be easy. Stack is going to be tough. We have Post is going to be very tough, and Bridgeport, who's tremendous this year, is beyond tough, and then Mercy, was in the regional final last year. So I mean, we don't have it easy, but we need to go 3 out of 4 somehow, and hopefully it works.
Well, 2 wins right now in the conference and moving on up in the standings. Danny Longo, the head coach of the Molloy College Lions, as the Lions are victorious today by a final score of 4-3. Coach, thanks so much for joining us as always.
Thanks, Pop.
We'll catch you up soon. So, let's give you some of those final numbers here in the Molloy Lions post-game report. Again, 6 stops by Gabby Batista, 3 team saves overall as they give up 3. Again, Valenti has 2 goals and an assist. That is the team lead, also a career high for her in goals as well as points. Well, that's going to do for us here on the Molloy Lions postgame show. Many thanks to our entire crew here at Molloy College. Of course, for Rick Rossetto, I'm Dan Savarino saying thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you next time. Also, tomorrow night, Molloy College volleyball. I'll be on the call, 6 o'clock, 5:45 pregame. Billy Correa will join us right around 5:50. We'll catch you next time.